Welcome back to Millard South High School for game number 2 of our doubleheader. It's the Millard South season finale going up against the 16-5, number 6th ranked Omaha Westside Warriors. Joey Kirkle alongside Dylan Schiesler on Millard South Media. Dylan, it's nice to be back. One final game this regular season. The Patriots trying to end it on a big victory.
Yeah, seasons went by quick.
Patriots win the tip. It'll be Gage Stanger starting with the ball. Already hearing that Westside student section going. Back cut. Stanger goes up, but great defense. And the rejection from Logan Wilson. But there will be a foul called on the Warriors.
Westside looking to be aggressive early, blocking shots, so could end up in a lot of fouls. So Millard South's really going to have to capitalize on free throws tonight.
We know they're a very athletic team. We already saw that block as we see Jack Cooper with the fadeaway bucket. Cooper's coming off a big game, led the team in scoring with 13 points and 12 rebounds yesterday against Omaha North. Patriots had a big victory, 54-25, and the three-pointer there from Logan Wilson. Warriors trying to set the stage early, come away with a big victory. Out of their 5 losses, 4 of those teams were top 5 squads. They lost to Prep twice, Millard North once, and Omaha Central. So a very talented team. Their only losses coming to the best. Rucker kicks out to Jack Cooper. Rolls back to Gage Stanger, drives inside, kicks to the corner, and Michael Harding connects from beyond the arc. The team's leading scorer hits the triple early. Quick ball movement here. That's freshman Caleb Benning going up to Meeks. Chandler Meeks gets the screen. Guarded by Cooper, kicks out. That's Payson Gillespie. Gillespie gets the tough finish at the rim.
Yeah, you can't jump on ball fakes. They're a good shooting team, but he gets the rim way too easy.
Stanger moves it across half court, guarded by Meeks. Harding looking to take it in, skip past to Rucker. Blake Stanger with the ball. 2 minutes in, we got a tie ball game here. A lot of contact there. Foul will be drawn. Foul called on Payson Gillespie. And that one will be on the ground. So Gillespie called for his second foul. So we'll see Dominic Rezak check into the game.
It's a big loss for Westside.
Going to want to have Gillespie getting a lot of minutes tonight. He's been one of their best scorers this season. We see Harding come inside, no good. But Rucker with the offensive board and the putback. That's something he has excelled at, the offensive rebound and the second chance points. Reggie Thomas with the ball, leading scorer, averaging 14.7 points per game. Chandler Meeks inside, kick out to the corner. Freshman Caleb Benning connects from 3. Some early excitement in this game from both squads. And the Patriots have been known to really hang in with these top teams early in games as we see Gage Stanger go all the way to the basket and putting that one in for 2.
Yeah, if they're going to pressure you that high, you can do that every time.
And we've seen in this recent stretch of games, Gage Stanger has been more aggressive than ever, taking it inside. Yesterday he had 12 points, 5 assists, but was shooting 75% from the field, and recently he just has not been afraid to work the ball inside, go up strong on that defense.
Yeah, a few of these Patriots players started off a little bit slow this season, but a lot of them picking it back up.
Yep. Guys like Stanger, Jack Cooper, guys that had a rough stretch to start the year, but everyone's really cooking at the right time. Warriors not rushing anything, trying to find a good shot. Meeks goes back. 3-point look. Rolls out. Jack Cooper barely saves that ball. He's diving to grab it. Blake Stanger guarded by Reggie Thomas. And he just keeps going. Last second pass. Patriots stick with it. Gage Stanger pulls back. Blake Stanger guarded by Benning. Takes the middle. Picks up his dribble. That'll be a foul. Overly aggressive there is Dominic Rizak. Already the third Warriors foul, as we see that first round of subs for the Patriots with Brock Murtaugh and Will Cooper.
Patriots really going to have to value the basketball tonight with the Westside team that looks pretty athletic and trying to get a lot of steals early.
Yeah, this Westside team's been known to be very aggressive, ready to force turnovers at any given moment. And another thing they've done well on the offensive end is the lack of turnovers for Westside. Done a great job protecting the ball.
Yeah, and forcing turnovers, gets quick, easy shots on the offensive end.
And we nearly saw them get a steal there. Luckily, that loose ball went right to Will Cooper. And now we see Michael Harding finding Murtaugh on the back cut. Murtaugh puts it in for two. Great finish at the rim. Had tough defense there from Logan Wilson, but still got it to go. Patriots ahead 11-8 with 3.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Patriots going back to that zone defense. Three-point look here. Gets that one to fall. Charlie Davis knocks it down.
Yeah, and a 3-2 defense like that, it's going to be hard to close out on shooters. So if Westside's knocking down shots, they're going to have to switch back to a man.
Gage Stanger inside. Kick out to the corner. Harding attacks baseline. Tough defense there, and he does draw the foul. Goes into three defenders there. That one called on Chandler Meeks, his first of the game. Harding at the free throw line has been leading the team in shooting from the charity stripe, 76%. Gets that first one to roll in. In his last game, he almost joined Jack Cooper. They almost both saw double-doubles in that Omaha North battle. Harding finished with 10 points and 9 rebounds to go along with it. As we see Jack Cooper check back into this game, as does Blake Stanger. Can't get that second rebound to fall, or excuse me, second free throw to fall. Rebound goes to Logan Wilson. Davis in the corner goes up to Meeks. Benning guarded by Murtaugh. Takes it inside, and a foul will be called on the ground. Brock Murtaugh, his first foul of the game. Inbound pass under the basket for Caleb Benning. Meeks goes to Wilson, top of the key. Charlie Davis. Meeks facing some very aggressive defense by the Patriots. Three-point look, no good for Reggie Thomas. Millard South quickly moving it across. Michael Harding open. Finds Cooper on the back cut. Great hop step down low from Jack Cooper. Lays that one in off the glass. Cooper's got 4.
Yeah, Westside's slow to get back right now. Great job looking up the floor from Blake Stanger.
We've seen all year he's had that court vision, and he's had the confidence to make those deep passes down the floor. A tricky move there from Meeks. Couldn't get it to fall. Blake Stanger going to Brock Murtaugh, right wing. Inside to Cooper. Posting up on Wilson. And Patriots going to reset the offense. Going across to Will Cooper in the corner. Loses that ball but sticks with it. Really had no options, losing his footing, and that'll be a Warriors steal. Davis goes to Benning. Charlie Davis to Logan Wilson. Now Reggie Thomas inside, going up strong, gets the foul, and puts it in for 2. Opportunity to tie this game at 14. Chandler Meeks, just a junior, having a great year, averaging 13 and 5 and leading the team with 3.5 assists. Gage Stanger and Lance Rucker come back in for Will Cooper and Michael Harding.
Tom is a hard player to guard. When he drives, he's just so strong. Pushes you out of the way and goes over, finishes over you.
Got that quickness to get past you, and like you said, has that strength to really go up. Reggie Thomas converts the and one. Tie ball game. Just under 1.5 minutes to play in the first quarter of action. Looking at this Westside team, coming off a big win yesterday, went up against Gretna, currently 10th in the state, had a 59-37 victory. 22-point win, led by Reggie Thomas, who had 18 points and 3 steals to go along with it. Jack Cooper goes into the trap, gets the pass out to Rucker, goes up strong, and Rucker gets it to fall. Patriots have been very successful on offense in this first quarter.
Yeah, doing a great job at finishing through contact.
Davis to Meeks. Meeks going in on Stanger. That'll be a clean block from Gage Stanger. Fast break here. Blake Stanger loses his footing. Lance Rucker, offensive rebound and the putback. 6 early points for Lance Rucker. Warriors are going to slow it down. 20 seconds remain in the first quarter. Charlie Davis goes to Chandler Meeks. And that's a Millard South steal. 10 seconds on the clock. Gage Stanger inside, going to Rucker. Puts it in. 6 straight Millard South points. Last second shot nearly good from Chandler Meeks, just short. And the Patriots, with an electric start to the game, they lead 20-14 after 1. We will come back in just a minute for the start of quarter number 2 on Millard South Media. Back for quarter number 2, Millard South leads by 6. Both teams have looked very good on the offensive side, but the Patriots right now out hustling, they've been much more aggressive. Now the Warriors have shown some aggression, but the Patriots just seems like every possession they're either driving it inside with contact or they're forcing a turnover on the other end, as we see that 3 no good from Logan Wilson.
Yeah, they're playing great defense, forcing contested shots, quick shots, and it's leading to transition points for them, which is the easiest way to score.
Gage Stanger working it across. All by himself, Gage Stanger, no good. Lance Rucker offensive rebound, but couldn't put it in. Rucker with a great first quarter, was trying to pick up right where he left off. Reggie Thomas goes to Wilson. That's Gillespie in the corner. Already 2 fouls for Payson Gillespie. And he steps out of bounds. That's a Westside turnover.
Yeah, great defense by Jack Cooper, and turnover is caused by Gage Stanger playing great help defense on the baseline.
Patriots doing a great job to start this game. It seems like they're wherever they need to be on the court. Always finding the help where they need someone to be there to recover. That ball goes out of bounds, and they're going to say it is off of Caleb Benning. A Millard South turnover, what the Warriors needed. Need to get this one back in their favor.
Yeah, Millard South is going to have to deal with that man press.
Meeks goes to Thomas, guarded by Gage Stanger. Thomas, a tricky finish, can't get it to go. But a loose ball there. Jack Cooper with it, and that'll be a foul on Gillespie. That is his 3rd foul, and they're going to have to take him out. Missed the majority of the first quarter, comes back in just a minute in, gets that foul. So Charlie Davis comes right back in for him. Gillespie averaging about 10 points a game and 4.5 rebounds, and he's leading the team in 3-point percentage. That's the guy they want on the floor right now.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through the second quarter. That's going to play a huge role in this game.
And that foul right there is just overly aggressive, one that the Warriors really can't have happening.
Yeah, and you got to be smarter if you're the defender there. You already have 2. Probably shouldn't be going for that.
Lance Rucker taking baseline, picks up his dribble. Back out to Jack Cooper. Blake Stanger with it. Warriors guarding everyone up close. And a great read there from Reggie Thomas. Gets the steal, works it inside all by himself. Reggie Thomas, the steal, the foul, the finish, and one opportunity. Great play all around there for Reggie Thomas. As we'll see Will Cooper check in for Michael Harding, who just got his second foul.
Yeah, it's so hard to guard him in transition because he's going full head of steam and he's so fast. But in the half court, you got to slide your feet and get in front of him because the second he gets downhill, it's either a foul or a wide open shot.
Thomas at the line, good, he converts. 20-17. Saw a very exciting start to the first quarter. We're 2 minutes into the second. 3 points scored by the Warriors. And they're going to make it as tough as possible for the Patriots to get the high-quality looks.
Good.
But wow, what a feed there. Rucker not able to convert. Back out to Will Cooper. His contested 3, no good. Rebound, Chandler Meeks leads the fast break. Meeks all by himself loses that ball.
Lucky break there for South.
Foul's going to be called on Charlie Davis. That's the team 6. Next one puts Millard South at the line.
Yeah, Blake's got to be careful there, though. Extending that arm, you got to be careful with that.
Second they were blowing that whistle. I thought that might have been on Stanger. Do that once, you might get away with it. If he keeps doing that, he'll be called. Stanger takes the sideline. Has Caleb Benning stumbling there. Stanger gets screen right from Rucker. Takes it left. No options. Jack Cooper inside. High quality look for Millard South, and they get it to go. When these teams are playing that high pressure, right in your face defense, that off ball movement's crucial, as we nearly saw another Warrior turnover. Loose ball and falling down. That'll be a Millard South foul.
Yeah, Westside, when you're playing that up-tight defense, you can't get caught ball watching if you're playing help side defense.
And I'll tell you what, this might not have been the game and style we expected, but this is the one you love to see. Both teams playing very aggressive, diving for loose balls, playing hard defense, making it as tough as possible for their opponent. Murtaugh checks back into the game for Blake Stanger. Benning inbounds. Goes up to C.J. Mitchell. Reggie Thomas goes top of the key. Benning inside. No good. Rebound, Lance Rucker. Stanger. Patriots can do right now with some sort of off-ball movement to create a high-quality look. No off-ball movement needed. Gage Stanger works it inside and draws the foul.
Logan Wilson whistled for that. It's his first.
Westside playing great defense, but it seems like it's too good at defense. They get tired and then just gets blown by.
You got to wonder, with how high-intensity, close, fast-moving defense they're playing towards the second half, are they going to have the stamina to do that? As we see Gage Stanger airballing that free throw. And the Warrior student section is going to let him hear it. Right now, he'll try and shut him up with a free throw. Able to knock that one down. As we see Blake Stanger check in for Gage. C.J. Mitchell leads the offense on this possession. Now it's Reggie Thomas. He decides to pull up the straightaway 3. Reggie Thomas knocks it down. Benning picks Stanger up full court. Blake Stenger going to Will Cooper. Tries to take baseline, but nowhere to go. Has to pick up his dribble. Will Cooper, no options. Gets it to Jack Cooper. A timeout is called by Coach Lucian before. He didn't want to risk a turnover right there. Smart call. So it'll be a 30-second timeout with your Patriots leading 23-20 with 3:50 to go. We'll be back after this timeout. Inbound pass here for Millard South after that timeout. It'll be Blake Stanger throwing it in. Goes to Will Cooper in the corner. Cooper takes it inside. Tough shot. Gets it to go. Will Cooper, a three-point specialist, able to work it inside.
Yeah, if Will can develop that driving to the rim game, he's going to be a very scary player in the years to come.
And you know that's something that Millard South is really going to work on developing with him, because we know what he can do beyond the arc.
He's struggling with the pressure a little bit on the three-point line, but makes up for it there with a quick bucket.
Inside look here, passes out, but that'll be a foul called before. CJ Mitchell was looking to dish it, but a foul will be called on Lance Rucker. Patriots' fifth of the game. And we see Chandler Meeks check back in for Charlie Davis. Rucker with just one foul. Inbounds, they go up to Mitchell. Mitchell kicks out to Thomas. Chandler Meeks inside. No travel call. That one no good. Rebound goes to Jack Cooper. We've seen Meeks multiple times try that, where he stops, gets everyone jumping, and turns around, but has just had no success with it.
It's working. He's getting open shots. He's not able to finish it.
Yep. Stanger guarded by CJ Mitchell. Goes back to Murtaugh. Rucker on the elbow.
Surprised he's not looking to get it to Rucker. It looks like he has a little bit of a mismatch.
That's exactly what I was about to say. Let him put some work on inside. And that's exactly what they're doing. Couldn't get it in, but they'll take it. Draw the foul. Dominic Rezak overly aggressive to try and stop the entry pass to Rucker. That is his second foul of the game. He'll check out as we see Logan Wilson come back in.
Yeah, you got to be careful going for those passes, because that pass gets through. It's a wide open layup for Lance Rucker.
So Rucker now at the free throw line. Gage Stanger just checked in, and now Braden Cannon comes in for Jack Cooper. Rucker with a 1-and-1. No good. Rebound goes to Meeks. Thomas to Mitchell in the corner. Mitchell hits the three. It's a 2-point game. Warriors have been extremely efficient from beyond the arc. They're a 34% team from three, and they have been hitting them left and right. Stanger working it in, gets it to go. Great play there from Gage Stanger, relentless, trying to find an entry to the paint.
And that's, again, Westside picking the ball up so early and then not helping over when they're getting past the defense.
Will Cooper knocks that one out of bounds. Able to read that pass. Meeks to Mitchell. Just going back and forth, now swinging to the corner. Thomas to Mitchell. 2 straight threes for CJ Mitchell.
Again, they switched into that zone. Same thing happens again. Westside taking advantage of it.
CJ Mitchell, a guy averaging 2.4 per game, but man, he is knocking these shots down. 6 points in the last minute. Gage Stenger goes to Lance Rucker, left wing. Gage Stenger thought about pulling the trigger. 55 seconds remain. Patriots taking a very slow approach. Stanger's looking to work it inside. It'll be a tricky shot, goes out. Will Cooper in. No good, that one nearly in. And they're gonna pull it back. 36 seconds, they might be waiting for the final shot of the half. Looks like that's exactly what they're doing. If they can score, they'll take the lead to go into the break. Held the Patriots to only 7 points in this second quarter. They've scored 12 of their own. Chandler Meeks, 15 seconds. Thomas right back to Meeks.
For Westside, you got to get downhill soon.
7 seconds on the clock.
Do
Meeks inside. Can't finish, but he chases his own board, puts it in. Chandler Meeks' bucket gives the Warriors the lead to go into the break. That's exactly what they needed. It was a long second quarter, back and forth, but they capitalized and they have the lead, up 1 going into the break. When we come back, it'll be time for half number 2 here on Millard South Media. Back for the second half here at Millard South. Patriots trailing by 1. It was a great finish to the first half by the Warriors. After trailing 20-14 after 1, they came back, outscored Millard South 14-7 in the second. Offense for them has been fairly consistent. The real game changer for them was shutting down the Patriots in quarter number 2. Patriots start off with a Michael Harding 3, no good, but he gets his own rebound. Swing across to Blake Stanger. Kick out to the corner. Harding with a nice crossover, working it in. Gage Stanger, the short range runner, no good. Chandler Meeks grabs the board. Thomas with it. Pulls up from 3. No good. Rebound goes to Blake Stanger. Harding pulls the trigger again. No good as well. Meeks gets the rebound. Those are looks where he can't connect, but those are the ones you want him to take. Wide open from 3.
Yeah, he's got to keep shooting. Even though his confidence is probably down right now, you got to keep shooting.
Three-pointer here. That one short from Payson Gillespie, a guy we've only seen for about 2 minutes. He scored in the first minute of the game. Hasn't gotten a bucket since. Got 2 quick fouls in the first, sat the rest of the quarter, then got a foul early second, and we didn't see him again in the first half. Jack Cooper, top of the key, looking to take it inside. Aggressive move, can't get the finish. The rebound goes to Caleb Benning. Quickly pushes it across the court. Logan Wilson goes back to Benning. Gillespie goes to Reggie Thomas. Thomas to Benning. Quickly moving that ball. Thought about taking the 3, looks to work it inside. Thomas can't hit the triple. Both teams with a cold start. Blake Stanger passed way too much on it. He saw Cooper open down court, but just couldn't hit him.
Yeah, and those long passes, it's 50-50. It's either a wide open layup or a turnover like that.
It seems like each quarter to start it, we're seeing a little bit less and less activity. The first quarter was constant action. Second quarter, a little bit slower. 2 minutes and 10 seconds into the second half. Neither team scored yet.
The team that's going to win this is going to be that team that can keep up the energy.
Both teams playing at a faster pace, just not hitting their shots right now as Thomas misses from 3 again. But a Blake Stanger save goes right to Caleb Benning, who finishes for 2, the first points of the second half, and the Warriors now up by 3.
Yeah, you never want to go for a save under the other team's basket.
Coach Lucian wants a timeout 2.5 minutes into the second half, doesn't like what he sees. We'll be back in just a minute on Millard South Media. Back from the timeout, 5:26 to go in the third quarter. Patriots trail by 3. And they will be inbounding under the basket. Already see the Warriors getting ready to get that pressure, pick up their defenders full court. Meeks guarding Stanger. And that'll be a foul on Chandler Meeks. And we've seen time and time again just the way Gage Stanger keeps trying to take it inside. A lot of defenders have no choice but to foul, whether it's on a shot or just driving right there. You have to get a little physical to prevent him from easily getting inside.
Yeah, it's smart by Gage. You want to get any opportunity to get the other team in foul trouble.
Even right now, we saw Meeks having to play aggressive defense and another foul. Just like we were saying. Got to play a little aggressive when guarding a guy like Gage Stanger. So that's the third foul for Chandler Meeks. And we see C.J. Mitchell check in for Meeks. Mitchell was the guy that knocked down 2 triples in about the last minute of the first half. The reason the Warriors went into the break with that lead. Gage Stanger now guarded by Caleb Benning. Jack Cooper top of the key. Has nowhere to go with it. Goes up to Blake Stanger. The Patriots looking a little lost on offense to start this second half. Blake Stanger driving the paint. And we'll see they are not going to count the shot. Looked like a goaltending there. They're not going to give it to him. They're just going to give him 2 shots at the line. We see Lucian and the players, and including the fans too, are trying to claim that that was a goaltending call. Refs did not see it that way. So we'll see if Blake Stanger can give them the 2 points they wanted from the goaltending. Knocks down the first. In these close games, these are the times where you really want to be knocking down those shots at the charity stripe. Can't expect to win a close one if you're not knocking them down. But Blake Stanger goes 2 for 2. Gets it back down to a 1-point deficit with C.J. Mitchell taking the ball up. Merton Rucker getting ready to check into the game for Millard South. Thomas looks to take it inside. That's a foul on Harding. That one on the ground. I believe that is Harding's 3rd foul of the game.
Michael Harding called for that.
I've noticed Reggie Thomas and Gage Stanger are both very similar in the fact that they have that guard style play but are bigger guys. So you have to play extra aggressive on defense. Results in a lot of fouls.
Yeah, and if you're Millard South, you might have to, when he's driving like that, you need to bring a double team because he's pushing the other guy out of the way.
Inbound pass here and a quick Millard South foul. That one will be on Brock Murtaugh, who just checked in the game.
Jack Cooper whistle for his second.
Excuse me, that one on Jack Cooper.
He was guarding it.
Inbound here going up to Logan Wilson. Thomas looks to take it inside. Pushes his way to a basket, lays that in for 2. A great finish from Reggie Thomas.
Yeah, again, just too strong. You're going to have a help side defense on that.
Blake Stanger, an extremely talented defender, but just the size there isn't able to stop a guy like Thomas. But here he is on offense, looking to work his way inside. An extremely difficult shot at the rim. Fast break look here. They're going to try to slow it down. Benning inside, and they're going to call a foul there on Murtaugh.
Yeah, Reggie Thomas is so hard to guard the way he can finish over you. Not the biggest guy on the floor, but he really gets to the rim well.
So now Caleb Benning at the free throw line. 3 points in that first half. Not often you see a freshman getting opportunities to start, but that's exactly what he's doing. He's coming off his best game of the season against Gretna. Had 11 points last night, a season high. We see him knock down that first free throw.
Yeah, Millard South coming a little slow. It's already halfway through the third. You're really going to have to pick it back up. And you're lucky Westside really hasn't capitalized on it, only with a 4-point lead. And that's a lucky break from Millard South.
Yep, you're exactly right. Halfway through the third quarter, Patriots only with 2 points. Benning guards Stanger. Now Jack Cooper, right wing. Blake Stanger looks to take it in. He has nowhere to go. Has to kick it back to Jack Cooper, and the Patriots really just have struggled to get much of a rhythm on the offensive side in this second half. Haven't been able to get guys like Lance Rucker incorporated to the offense. Seems like their best opportunities have been just to drive into the lane, get these tricky finishes from both Blake and Gage Stanger. And we see right now Blake Stanger trying to work something to get a good look inside.
I think if you're Millard South here, you really want to look to get into the post because guard dribble drives aren't looking good for you in this second half.
And right now we see Jack Cooper posting up, trying to get something on Reggie Thomas. Not seeing a whole lot of off-ball movement here from Millard South either. Rucker goes up to Blake Stanger.
You saw a lot of that off-ball movement in the second. It was working because they're so aggressive on defense. Not sure why they're shying away from that now.
Blake Stanger takes it inside, draws the foul. That one on the ground. That'll be on C.J. Mitchell. Gage Stanger checks back into this game, as does Michael Harding.
Yeah, and entering into the post opens up so much offense for guards to cut off and get wide open layups. So I think that's definitely something they should look to.
And if you got guys like Rucker and Cooper really putting in work inside, if they're having to resort to help defense, it'll open up looks outside for guys like Will Cooper, as we see Gage Stanger with the finish off the basket. Reggie Thomas slowing down the offense. 2.5 minutes remain in the third quarter. It's a 2-point game. Loses that ball. That one picked up by Will Cooper. That's a Patriot steal. A lot of Westside turnovers in the first half. Haven't seen them much to start, but the Patriots force a turnover and they take advantage. 4 straight points here from Gage Stanger. Now we got a tie ball game yet again.
Yeah, Millard South is such a better basketball team when Gage is pushing it up the floor. And when Gage is at number 23 on, he's been able to score all night long.
Rucker, not much he could do. Straight up on defense, but a great finish at the rim by Payson Gillespie. Westside sees what they were missing in the first half when he wasn't on the court. Just another scoring threat for this offense. As Stanger loses his footing, that one will be called a travel. Stanger trying to plead his case to the referee. Looked like they called the travel almost before he was even falling. Started to lose his footing. And looks like one of the referees was unsure, but the other ref decided to let him play. We saw Coach Lucian extremely upset there. Now Westside looking to take advantage after the Millard South turnover, trying to increase their lead. Quickly swinging the ball, Payson Gillespie goes to Mitchell.
And a game this tight, any coach is all looking to get a little bit of advantage. Would
have been a big three-pointer had he hit it. That one left short, rebound Lance Rucker. We got a high-intensity game here at Millard South, and Brock Murtaugh responds. The equalizer at the rim.
Yeah, you see Gillespie there kind of just putting his hands down, can't afford another foul. You're really gonna have to look to attack number 20 on the offensive end.
And this is exactly what we want to see, the last regular season game for the Patriots, and the most exciting, intense game we've seen at Millard South all year. A back-and-forth battle between Millard South and the number 6 team in the state, as Lance Rucker gets called for the foul, sending Logan Wilson to the free throw line. Jack Cooper and Blake Stanger looking to check in after this first free throw. It looks like we also see Caleb Benning getting ready to check in. First free throw off the mark. Murtaugh and Harding check out. Patriots don't want to give Harding his 4th foul before the end of the 3rd quarter. We see Dominic Rizak check in for the Warriors. Goes 1 for 2 at the line. Warriors reclaim that lead. Stanger guarded by Benning. 43 seconds remain in the quarter. Stanger's going to slow it down.
And this full court ball pressure is so hard to handle because they're not necessarily looking to get an on-ball steal. They're looking for you to make quick decisions and force quick turnovers.
That's exactly what you want. You don't want to let the offense get comfortable. You want to make them think every possession. 18 seconds on the clock, Patriots holding.
Jack Cooper's got a mismatch here. Might want to look to that.
We still see him standing on the outside. 7 seconds left. He loses that ball. And they're going to call a jump with 3.2 seconds. That'll be going the Warriors' way. Murtaugh checks back into the game for Will Cooper. With 3.2 seconds left, the one thing you don't want to do if you're Millard South is foul. Don't give them an opportunity to just run down the court and get a good shot, but do not play overly aggressive on defense. The three here, not off in time. So an exciting game as the teams with a close battle here at Millard South. 36-35, Warriors lead going into the fourth. Back for the fourth quarter. The Westside Warriors have won 7 of their last 8. The Millard South Patriots have won 2 of their last 3. Both teams ready to go. It's a 1-point game. Warriors led by 1 at half. Both teams scoring 8 points in that third quarter. Some back and forth action, very aggressive game, very high-paced game. And now we're ready to see the conclusion here at Millard South. And we're gonna start it off with a Will Cooper 3, and he knocks it down. He's been quiet tonight. Just one shot inside, but right on cue, Will Cooper doing what he does best. Meeks goes to Gillespie.
Westside coming out very patient on the offensive end.
Thomas on the wing. Gillespie goes to Wilson. He's trying to take it inside on Cooper. They're going to call Cooper for a foul. That'll be the Patriots' 5th foul of the half, and it'll send Logan Wilson to the line for 2. Jack Cooper's 3rd foul of the game. Something the Patriots are going to have to keep an eye on.
And I think if you're Millard South, about to be on the offensive end, Gillespie has been very hesitant with those fouls on the offensive end and especially the defensive end. So you're going to want to look. He was on Gage that last possession. I would look for Gage to drive and either get him a foul or he's going to try not to foul and not even contest the shot, which is what he did earlier in this game.
Gillespie guarding Gage. That's the perfect storm for Millard South. A guy who likes to draw a lot of fouls against a guy who really can't afford to give up a foul. Wilson with his first shot. He gets that one to go. And trying to tie this one up.
And the other guards of Westside are going to be looking to help Gillespie not get that foul. Kick out and you can kick it out to wide open shooters like Will Cooper.
Second one left short. Patriots still up 1. Rebound Blake Stanger. Meeks guarding Stanger. Now Michael Harding on the wing. Nearly lost that ball. Might have had an open lane if he retained possession. He takes it right, goes across to Will Cooper. Quick movement here. Blake Stanger takes it inside, draws the foul.
I believe that was on the ground.
Yep, they are going to call that a blocking foul on the ground. 15th foul, and that is Chandler Meeks' 4th foul of the game. One more and he's done, so he will check out, and C.J. Mitchell will come back in. And Mitchell's a guy the Patriots will have to keep their eye on the defensive end. We know he's a guy that can knock down threes like he did at the end of the first half. Back cut from Gage Stanger. He goes up. Can't get that one to fall. That's a look that the Patriots try to get more often. A back cut from Stanger. Had him open. Just couldn't get the finish at the rim. Wilson to Mitchell. Caleb Benning goes to the corner. Gillespie to Thomas. Gets the screen. Kick out to Mitchell. Like you said, they're being very patient on offense. They're taking their time. Mitchell inside. Kick out to Gillespie. He takes the middle. Going up, gets that to go for two. Big finish there from Payson Gillespie to give the Warriors the lead yet again. 39-38, 2 minutes into the fourth quarter.
And if you're Westside, you want to keep attacking Will Cooper, not known to be the best defender. So that's a great mismatch with Gillespie on him.
Gage Stanger trying to
Great
find Harding
pass.
inside. Harding puts that in. Patriots back ahead. Great feed from Gage Stanger. Harding now with 6 points on the night. Murtaugh and Rucker ready to check in. Quick Warrior movement. Wilson goes to Gillespie. Thought about taking the three. Thomas to Mitchell. Mitchell guarded by Harding, kicks out. Caleb Benning. Corner, Gillespie. No good, rebound Michael Harding.
So hard to shoot over Jack Cooper, so lengthy.
And we know Gillespie's a very talented shooter from beyond the perimeter. He's trying to prove that tonight. Hasn't had a lot of opportunities. Jack Cooper down low, trying to work the mismatch. Jack Cooper. Right there, the Patriots saw he had Caleb Benning guarding him, the 5'11 guard, so they let him put in work, and the Patriots now ahead by 3.
Millard South has had a lot of those mismatches, haven't been able to capitalize on them until then.
Wilson inside, no charge called, the Patriots wanted it. He takes the three, rolls out, nearly got that one to go to tie this game up. Gage Stanger with the ball, just under 4.5 to play. Guarded by Caleb Benning, and we're gonna have a timeout here at Millard South. 4:20 to go, 42-39. Patriots with the lead. Back from the timeout. 4 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Millard South leads by 3. Millard South with 2 timeouts remaining. The Warriors with all 5. Patriots with the ball. It's Will Cooper inbounding. It'll be Blake Stanger. Guarded by Meeks. Chandler Meeks with 4 fouls in this game, so he'll have to be smart on defense. Lance Rucker working inside. Kicks back to Blake Stanger. Gage Stanger guarded by Benning. Kick out to Murtaugh. Patriots showing that patience we've seen from the Warriors. Murtaugh tries to kick to Stanger. Keeps working with it, and the foul is called on Logan Wilson. Gage Stanger now sent to the line.
Great pass by Brock to set that up.
Just a high IQ play from Murtaugh all around. Pump fakes, gets the defenders jumping. Kick to Stanger. Now Gage Stanger at the line for big free throws. Patriots trying to pad a lead as much as possible at this moment. First shot by Stanger off the mark.
This Westside defense is so good. Those passes so hard to get through. You really have to thread the needle with those.
Jack Cooper checks in for Will Cooper. Hearing the air ball chants from the Warriors. Last time we heard that, Gage Stanger responded with a free throw. This time left short, but he gets his own rebound. Huge play from Gage Stanger. Patriots keep their possession alive.
Great pass.
Kick to Cooper. Cooper finishes for 2. 5-point Millard South lead. A crucial play for Millard South with 3.5 minutes remaining. They lead by 5. Logan Thomas with it. He goes up to Caleb Benning. Wilson to Meeks in the corner. Gillespie with the ball. Wilson, top of the key. That'll be a charge. What a play by Lance Rucker. Getting it right back to the Millard South Patriots. Foul called on Logan Wilson. That was a huge play for Millard South, who really have that momentum building, and we see Harding and Will Cooper back into the game for Rucker and Murtaugh. 7 Warrior foul now. Next foul will put Millard South at the line.
It's a great job by Lance. Lucian always talks about putting your body on the line, and he does a great job on that play.
Something Lance has done well all season, and we're seeing it really pay off in this game.
And he gets him closer and closer to that bonus.
Sort of a risky pass there to Gage Stanger. Picks up his dribble, goes to Jack Cooper. Right now for the Patriots, the last thing you want to do is force any looks. Taking your time, finding the best possible opportunity on offense. And we'll see if they try to utilize Jack Cooper right now. They do give it to him top of the key. He looks to take it in. Spins, a tricky shot for Jack Cooper, but he gets his own rebound. Now Blake Stanger in the corner, takes baseline. Kick to the corner, Will Cooper. No good, rebound Chandler Meeks. That might have been the exclamation point that Millard South was looking for. Gillespie. Thomas inside, guarded by Gage Stanger, kick out. Benning trips, keeps the possession alive. Chandler Meeks on the wing. Takes the mid-range, no good, rebound Blake Stanger. 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Patriots lead by 5.
Westside looks to be getting a little sped up.
Gage Stanger guarded by Reggie Thomas. Patriots not wanting to force anything. Violation called on the Patriots. So that'll be Warriors ball. A little bit of uncertainty on that call. Not sure.
It was a 5-second call, but I'm not sure. He was dribbling.
I didn't see
he was
anyone.
dribbling. He was dribbling the ball to the rim, so I'm not sure how that was.
Confusing decision there. I agree. Didn't exactly see a clear-cut call right there, but that could have been what the Warriors needed. Slow down the Patriots. Need a big bucket here. Under 2 minutes now at Millard South.
Westside's got to capitalize off that now.
And Thomas could have a possible mismatch with Blake Stanger. And they try to utilize it, and they're going to call a foul there on Blake Stanger. And you see right there, smart move by Coach Lucian. You see a very questionable call, and the first thing the coaching staff does is reach out and say, hey, calm down. The last thing we could use right now is a technical. That's just Stanger's first foul of the game. They don't want to do anything they're going to regret. Now an inbound pass under the basket. Next Patriot foul puts the Warriors in the bonus. Michael Harding gets the steal. And a foul called on Gillespie. Michael Harding now going to the line. That was the big play the Patriots wanted. And Michael Harding, the guy that delivers in big moments. Patriots trying to get the upset last year. They had a huge upset over Creighton Prep. Last second shot, it was Michael Harding. Right now, they're trying to get the upset over 6th ranked Westside. The steal and the foul drawn by Michael Harding. Timeout called by the Warriors. 1:42 remaining. Patriots ahead by 5. Back from the timeout, Michael Harding at the free throw line for 2, trying to make this a 7-point Millard South lead as they look to pull off a huge upset in the last game of the regular season.
These free throws would be huge if Michael could knock these down.
Harding unfazed by the student section, knocks down the first. Big shots here for Millard South. As this is now a 7-point Patriot lead, 1:42 remaining.
That could seal it.
Need that last minute push to make this a game again. Needing some big shots and big possessions here. Meeks takes the deep mid-range and he's got it. Chandler Meeks, a well-needed shot, brings it back to a 5-point deficit for the Westside Warriors. Westside will call a timeout. 1:28 to go here, back to a 5-point game. .128 to go, Patriot ball after the Chandler Meeks jumper from the elbow. Warriors gonna put the pressure on Millard South right now, trying to force a turnover. And it's been a little bit of a question mark what the Patriots can do against a heavy press. We've seen some struggles in the past.
Millard South needs to value the basketball and make free throws. That's
Harding
not what you
stumbles,
want.
Meeks with the ball. Meeks takes it up and gets it to go. A huge play there for the Warriors. And they'll call a timeout. Right there we saw Harding working it. They had just gotten past that press. He was gonna break it across half court. Unfortunately just lost his footing. And then Chandler Meeks right there with another big bucket. Hasn't had a super big game in terms of scoring, but right now when they need him most, Chandler Meeks is really getting it going, trying to give them that boost to work their way back into this game and tie it up.
Yeah, and the momentum's shifting a little bit. From Millard South, you really just gotta calm down. You're still in the lead. Just got to make free throws and get the ball up the court.
Chandler Meeks, 2 points in the first half. Didn't score in the third quarter. His 4 points in this quarter have been those last 2 plays. Well-needed buckets by the Warriors, who have turned their deficit from 7 to 3. And right now, the Patriots are going to have to deal with that press yet again. Now, it didn't seem like a huge concern last time because, like I said, they had gotten past it pretty well. A few passes, and Harding was about to work it across, and they were going to have a promising fast break. So right now, they want to make sure they're smart, don't make any poor passes, and just get that ball across half court. It'll be Harding inbounding. 1:16 to go. Struggling to find anywhere to go, and Coach Lucian's gonna have to use a timeout. Now only one left for the Patriots, who had no options on that inbound pass. 30-second timeout with 1:16 to go. We'll be back in just a second. One minute and 16 seconds for the Warriors to come back trailing by 3. Seeing that press yet again here where the Patriots couldn't get it in. This time they give it right to Blake Stanger. Defense from Meeks. Meeks! Loose ball here, that'll be a jump ball. Great defense by Chandler Meeks, and it's going to the Westside Warriors. Chandler Meeks is stepping up in this fourth quarter when they need him the most. Somewhat similar play to that last time with Harding, where it looked like the Patriots were about one step over the defender from getting past that press. Just lost that ball and couldn't recover.
And if you're South, you want to get it to anyone that does not have Chandler Meeks guarding them.
Right now for the Patriots, smart defense, avoid fouling, don't give up any open threes. Nearly a steal there from Murtaugh. Chandler Meeks taking it inside. Turn away, no good. Jack Cooper with the save. Out of bounds, and they're gonna say that it is Warrior, looks like they're gonna call a foul on the Warriors. That one will be on Caleb Benning. So the Patriots will be going to the free throw line. This is the high intensity game you love to see. Now Blake Stanger at the line.
Saw him knock down 2 earlier.
And that was the 9th foul, so to still be a 1-and-1 for Stanger. 3-point game, trying to make this a 2-possession game. Big shot here. Stanger connects. Crucial play there for Millard South. Didn't want to give the Warriors the ball in a 1-possession battle. These are the moments when you need your senior players to step up, and that's exactly what we've seen from all of Millard South senior guys tonight, as Stanger goes 2 for 2. Back to a 5-point game, 50 seconds remaining. Reggie Thomas takes this ball up. Quick swinging here. Thomas, mismatch on Stanger. Miscommunication, barely keeping that ball in, almost a turnover. Thomas, a tricky shot, can't get the finish. They are going to call a foul on Millard South. Saw the Patriot coaches right there confused about that call, as Blake Stanger's charged for his 2nd foul, and that'll bring Reggie Thomas to the free throw line, looking to make this a 1-possession game yet again.
Yeah, I think he might have leaned too much with his body, pushing him over and affecting that shot.
And right now, you don't want that foul call, but with a guy like Reggie Thomas and that size mismatch, you don't want to give him a good look inside. And that play has already paid off as he misses that first free throw.
Yeah, he hasn't been shooting the ball well all night, just having an off night, so foul might not have been the worst chance in that idea.
And now if you're Jack Cooper, Michael Harding, the guys down low, your priority, get this rebound. If he misses, you can't let them get the offensive board. And Jack Cooper grabs the rebound. The Patriots are fouled. Blake Stanger going to the line, 26 seconds remaining, and a 5-point Millard South lead.
And not who you wanted to foul if you're Westside, but you really don't have any other option.
And Stanger all season has been a good free throw shooter. Not one of the most elite for the Patriots, though, but tonight he is really stepping up.
Yeah, and that's what you love to see from those seniors in the last game.
And we've seen each of these teams have moments where they seem in control, where the Patriots have controlled the pace. But right now, this is the first moment where the game is clearly in the Patriots' favor. And a shot like that can really help. A lucky bounce off the rim. Goes in, makes this a 6-point game. He makes this next free throw, and the Warriors are really going to need to do a lot. That'll make it a 3-possession game.
Yeah, and basketball is a game of runs, and Millard South has really handled the adversity tonight.
2 for 2. It is a 7-point Patriot lead. 26 seconds remaining. Three-point look for Gillespie. He's got it. Keeping hopes alive for the Westside Warriors. Gillespie's been quiet from beyond the arc, but he connects to make this a 4-point game. And we see the timeout called by the Warriors. 20.5 seconds remaining.
It's plenty of time to get a quality shot off for the Westside. He's going to have to do your best to face guard Blake Stanger and not let him catch the ball because he's been knocking down free throws.
You really don't want to let Stanger or Harding get the ball in this situation. Harding all season has been a great shooter from the free throw line. He's been their best this year, and Stanger is showing up huge tonight. You want to be very strategic with who you let inbound that pass.
Yeah, and Gage has struggled a little bit. Brock's a pretty good free throw shooter, so I think you'd look to get it to either 34 Jack Cooper or Gage Stanger, number 12.
And you know, they'll probably be over-aggressive on this inbound pass, try and get a steal, which we've seen Chandler Meeks do multiple times in this late fourth quarter. But they're going to need to do a lot more if they want to pull off a comeback victory.
Yeah, and with that over-aggressiveness, deep shot might be open. It's risky, but if you get it down the floor, you take at least 5 seconds off the clock.
Right now, you can feel the tension in this gym as the Patriots are looking to end their season on a huge upset victory. Gage Stenger will be inbounding. They get it right into Blake Stenger. Quick trap goes to Gage Stenger.
That's who you want to foul.
Taking up a lot of clock right now. We'll see. Loose ball in the favor of the Warriors, pushing it across. Benning the three and the foul. No good. Would have been able to get the and 1-3 had he hit it. A huge play there. If you're Blake Stenger, the one thing he couldn't do there is foul. Just a wild play there for Millard South. The deep pass to Harding, one that the Patriots should not have made. I understand Gage Stenger, not the guy you necessarily want at the free throw line, but you go to the free throw line. You already killed some clock, you let him foul you. That was a risky pass, and for the Patriots, they're hoping that it won't come back to bite them, but Caleb Benning knocks down that first free throw.
Yeah, and if you're Westside, I'm surprised they weren't fouling Gage Stenger. They're struggling from the free throw line tonight, and that took around 17 seconds off the clock, and now it's going to be really hard to come back in this game, even if he makes all these free throws.
Gave up way too much clock, 3.8 seconds remaining. Knocks down the first two free throws. They're going to call a timeout before the third and final shot. So with 3.8 seconds, we'll see what they do. There are two clear options. Either one, make the free throw, quick steal/foul, or two, I don't think it's the likely scenario, but they might try an intentional miss. Hope they can get a rebound and get a guy like Thomas inside for a put-in.
Yeah, I think if you're Westside, you want to make this free throw, obviously, or attempt to make this free throw, and then you want to foul right away. Going for a steal is going to be risky because if you jump for it and they get it, game's over. So it's going to be risky to go for a foul here, or go for a steal here.
Right now, the Warriors, it's desperation time. Free throw here will make it a 1-point game, but only 3.8 seconds to work with. And if you're Millard South, a miss, you're just trying to crash the boards. A make, your only priority is to get it in. At this point, you're not focused on who's getting the free throws, who you're inbounding it. You just want to make sure you don't turn the ball over. If you get the ball in, you're happy. Worst case scenario, you miss free throws with the lead. They have to rebound on their own and then chuck up a deep shot.
Yeah, and if you're Westside, if Millard South misses the free throws, which I think you would want to make the free throws, not go for an intentional miss. But if they miss the free throw, you're not going to have much time. They just use that timeout, so they can't stop the clock anymore.
Yep, the Patriots have one timeout left. The Warriors, like you said, just used their last timeout. So Caleb Benning, coming off his season high of 11 points, is trying to help his team get a last-second recovery against the Patriots and avoid the upset. Free throw, no good. Rebound, Lance Rucker, who is fouled. 2.5 seconds, and Lance Rucker will be sent to the line.
Luckily for Westside, they were able to foul him quick.
Yeah, that's the only good thing. Only 0.3 seconds ran off the clock. One positive here, but Benning not able to hit the free throw.
And if you're Benning, you got to keep your head up. You still have a chance to win this game.
Obviously, the odds not on your side, but crazier things have happened in the sport of basketball. And now we'll see what Rucker can do under pressure. 2 shots would put this game away from the Patriots unless something crazy happens, and Rucker hits the first. So for the Patriots, smart call. They have nobody worrying about the rebound. He misses this shot, your only agenda, don't foul.
Yeah,
you don't need to worry about contesting. If they have to chuck up a deep shot, you let them.
Yeah, don't foul. Lance can make this free throw and seal the game here.
Rucker's second free throw is good. Patriots lead by 4. And we see the Patriots call a timeout. 2.5 seconds remaining. I guess they want to think over their plan for this possession. Frankly, an interesting call right there, calling a timeout with 2.5 seconds left.
Now they get to talk this over, maybe get a little screen action, try and catch the ball around half court. If you're Millard South, just get back. Even if they make the 3, what does that do for you?
And that's just it. That's why I'm kind of surprised Millard South called the timeout, because right now, you're giving Westside time to plan a strategy. Right now, they can look and see, all right, who do we want getting the shot? How are we going to form it? But it still won't be easy. They got to work the whole length of the court. So for Millard South, right now, you're preparing. As long as nothing crazy happens, you're going to pull off the upset.
And if you're Westside, I don't really know what you do here, because you shoot that 3, even if it goes in, time's out. So you're going to have to lean into shooters or lean into defenders and hit that three.
And interesting, Payson Gillespie has been their sharpshooter, and he's the guy they want inbounding. Interesting call there for the Warriors. You would assume he'd be one of the guys they'd have shooting. Deep pass to Meeks. Quick play there. Taking too much time. He tried to force the and one, but the Millard South Patriots with the upset victory over these 6th-ranked Westside Warriors. And we see them at center court going crazy. Not a better way to finish up your regular season than a huge home upset victory. What a game for the Patriots. They trailed at half, but they fought hard. They did not let this game slip out of their hands. It was a battle from start to finish, but the Patriots giving the Warriors their first upset loss of the year. All around great performance. No player really stood out for Millard South. It was everyone just working their tails off to get this victory, and here they are going into districts on as high of a note as possible.
Yeah, and going in districts, you need that momentum.
And it's worth noting right now, we don't for sure know who the Patriots play in districts, but they're in the same district as the Westside Warriors. If the Patriots win their game, we could see this game one more time in the district finals.
Yeah, and it's hard to beat a team twice because Westside's going to be able to prepare.
Especially a team of this caliber as the Warriors. The Warriors this year, as mentioned earlier, their losses have all come to top teams. 4 of their 5 losses to top 5 teams. The other one to a 13-6 Lincoln Southeast. So they have not let their guards down in games like this. But the Patriots playing great on all cylinders, and they get the upset victory to end their regular season. A huge win for the Patriots. Glad you could watch here on Millard South Media. So from all of us here, Joey Kirkland, Dylan Schiesler, signing off.